Hey, Dilurku, my friend, have you ever heard the story of Kabayan? It's a famous Sundanese folklore that has been passed down through generations.
I've heard a bit about it, but I'd love to hear the full story from you, Kabayan. Please share it with me.
Sure, man. So, the story begins with a young man named Kabayan. He was known for his wit, kecerdasan, intelligence, and humor. Kabayan was a beloved figure in our Sundanese community.
That sounds interesting, Kabayan. What adventures did he have?
Well, one day, Kabayan embarked on a journey to seek his fortune. Along the way, he encountered various challenges and met unique characters. His encounters were filled with kesalappahaman, misunderstandings, and comical situations.
Oh, I can imagine the laughter that ensued. What were some of the kesalappahaman he found himself in?
Taku, it goes like this. One of the most memorable kesalappahaman Kabayan faced was when he mistook a durian fruit for a bola ball. He kicked it so hard, thinking it would go far, but instead, the durian fell right back on his own head. Can you imagine that?
That must have been quite a sight, Kabayan. I can almost picture the expression on his face. What else happened in his adventures?
Well, in another kesalappahaman misunderstanding, Kabayan once found himself in a Tukangtelu wizard's house. The Tukangtelu offered him a magical batu stone that could grant wishes. But Kabayan, being Kabayan, didn't realize that the Tukangtelu was playing a trick on him. Dasar Kabayan.
Oh no, Kabayan fell for the trick?
Yes, he did. Kabayan made a wish, asking for a lot of pear rice. However, instead of receiving bags of pear, he was buried under a mountain of pear grains. It took him hours to dig himself out.
Kabayan's adventures are truly filled with hilarity and kesalappahaman, but it's great that he never loses his spirit. What lessons can we learn from his stories?
Well, amidst the laughter, the stories of Kabayan teach us the importance of perseverance, quick thinking, and the ability to find humor in even the most challenging situations. They remind us not to take ourselves too seriously and to enjoy the journey of life with a smile on our faces.
That's wonderful, Kabayan. I'm glad we have such folklore to bring joy and wisdom to our Sundanese culture. Thank you for sharing these stories and incorporating the Sundanese words. It truly adds a special touch.
Sammy, you're welcome, Dalur. It's important to keep our Sundanese language alive and share our rich cultural heritage with others. Let's continue celebrating our traditions and passing on these stories to future generations, so they too can appreciate the laughter and wisdom of Kabayan. A long time ago, in a Sundanese village nestled amidst green fields and towering mountains, lived a kind-hearted young man named Kabayan. His name, derived from the Sundanese word Kabayan, meaning friend or companion, perfectly captured his friendly and sociable nature. Kabayan was known for his wit, humor, and his ability to bring laughter to any gathering. His jokes, often laced with Sundanese phrases, had the power to uplift the spirits of those around him. Impressed by Kabayan's performance, the children eagerly gathered around him, asking for more games and stories. Kabayan, always ready to entertain, began recounting the tale of Sangkuriang in fluent Sundanese. As he narrated the story, Kabayan cleverly incorporated Sundanese phrases and idioms, making the tale come alive in a way that tickled the children's imaginations. They giggled at the words like Tuloba, big flood, and Burungrang Diperbalikun, the dam collapsing. Amidst the laughter, Kabayan reminded the children of the moral lessons within the story. He emphasized the importance of respecting nature, understanding the consequences of our actions, and appreciating the wisdom passed down through Sundanese folklore. The children, captivated by Kabayan's storytelling, learned not only about Sundanese culture but also gained a deeper understanding of their own identity and heritage. They realized that their language and traditions held immense value and were meant to be cherished and preserved. Kabayan, with his charismatic presence and love for his Sundanese roots, became an inspiration for the younger generation. They started using Sundanese phrases in their daily conversations, eagerly embracing their linguistic heritage. From that day forward, Kabayan's reputation as a storyteller and language enthusiast grew even stronger. He continued to spread joy, laughter, and the richness of Sundanese culture wherever he went, becoming a beloved figure in the village. And so, the tale of Kabayan and his Sundanese wisdom lived on, leaving a lasting impact on the hearts and minds of the Sundanese people. Through his stories and the use of Sundanese words, Kabayan celebrated the beauty of his language and shared the importance of cultural pride, leaving a legacy that would be remembered for generations to come.